This interview is a paid advertisement. It was produced on behalf of the company and is considered investor relations activity under Canadian securities law. All statements and opinions are those of the guest and should not be construed as investment advice. Please do your own due diligence or consult a registered investment advisor. Hello and welcome to the Gold Newsletter. Welcome to a news special. My name is Kai Hoffman. I'm the EdJR mining guy over on X, of course. Together with our really good friend Brian London, I'm the host of the Gold Newsletter channel. And I'm excited to welcome back Tim Moody. He's president and CEO over at Pan Global Resources, probably one of my favorite copper gold explorers in the space out there, by far in Europe. And really looking forward to this update. The company put out a bit of an exploration summer update to update investors. What are they up to? How many holes have been drilled? Where have they been drilled? And what are the next steps? And I'm going to ask him a few questions about that. And if you haven't done so, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously, reaching a wider audience here, and we appreciate it. It's a free way to support our channel. So thanks so much for doing that. Tim, it is great to see you again. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Kai. Good to see you also.
Yeah, really looking forward to this update, Tim. Maybe give us the cliff notes. Quite a few updates in that press release. What are some of the highlights?
Yeah, look, we continue to step up on the multi-target drill program that we announced earlier this year. We've got 2 drill rigs turning, one at the Escacena project in the Iberian Pirate Belt, and one drill rig up in the Carmenes project in northern Spain as well. So I guess that's going to generate hopefully some good news over the coming weeks and months. In addition, we announced we've got some additional 8 holes planned, step-out drill holes planned at Laramana, as well as that we're on track for the mineral resource estimate that we promised to deliver before the end of the year.
Fantastic. Like, Tim, I read in the press release 20 holes have been completed in total. Can you break that down for us? Like, where are they located, and when do you expect results?
Yeah, so we've put out some of the results already. We announced some results from the earlier step-out drilling this year at Laramana, where we extended the strike length of the mineralisation to about 1.7 kilometres. The mineralisation remains open to the northwest and open down dip in a number of areas. So, we announced the first, I think, 5 or 6 drill holes from that Laramana step-out program. We also announced results from the Pantoja target, where we hit some nice grade copper and tin mineralisation, very similar to Laramana, but at a lower stratigraphic level. That's certainly given us something else to follow up, when the time is right. In addition, we've been drilling at Bravo, and we're also now drilling the Hornitos and Plomeios targets as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of drilling going on. We're even considering bringing a 3rd rig in, particularly for that the next phase of step-out drilling at Laramana. In addition, of course, we announced the first 3 drill hole results from the Providencia target up in our Carmenas project in northern Spain. So, we have been putting out results, and we've got more to come. And as you know, we've drilled another 5 of the planned holes completed at Bravo, and we've got another 3 to go. So we'll announce those results on completion of that drill program.
Yeah, run me a bit through, like you just mentioned, Laramana, the extension drilling that you're planning, still 8 holes that you're wanting to put into that target. We just talked off mic here or off camera as well, Tim, but you're looking at engaging mineral resource estimation consultants with a long term. But how much are you relying on them already? Like, will they be guiding those 8 holes, or are you independently putting those already in?
No, we've independently planned those additional holes. What we've done is gone through a pretty rigorous exercise. Essentially, we plot the planned holes on what we think could deliver the best grade and thickness, and we've used that to rank and prioritise the next phase of drilling, because Laramana is still open both to the west. As the last drill hole we did, the northwesternmost drill hole had 8 metres at 1.5% copper, not very deep. But most of the deposit is still only drilled to less than 200 metres depth. So we can clearly see some shoots, higher grade shoots in the deposit. And so the the plan with these next 8 drill holes is to try and add grade and thickness that could be additional to the mineral resource estimate that we plan for later this year. So,
yeah, I was just going to ask that follow-up question, Tim. They will be included in the mineral resource estimates. You're planning them tight enough so that they can be included.
That's right. And look, if we haven't got all the results when they produce, when they start to build the new mineral resource model, it's not a difficult task to add those in. So, we're not going to wait for delay the mineral resource estimate while we get on with drilling these extra drill holes at Laramana.
Yeah. No, fantastic. Tim, tell us a bit more about Hornitos and Plomillos. Why are they significant? You're putting additional resources towards those 2 targets. What is the reason for that?
Yeah, so Hornitos is it's quite a big gravity anomaly. It sort of sits out in this sort of sea of blue when it comes to the gravity, but the actual gravity anomaly is quite significant, both in strike length and also in magnitude. But we drilled a couple of scout holes a couple of years ago on the western end of the gravity anomaly, and we hit some, I think it was sort of 5 meters of over 1% zinc, plus some broader zones of lower grade sphalerite and galena mineralization. And that was encouraging because the gravity anomaly seemed to increase to the east. And we also observed that there was a large helicopter electromagnetic resistivity target that was below the depth of those first couple of drill holes. So we've gone back in to drill that deeper resistivity target to see what is causing that. Is it massive sulfide? Because this, when you're getting lead and zinc in these systems, that can either be lateral or above a massive sulfide deposit. So that's what we're doing with Hornitos, but there's certainly a lot more to do at that target. It's got some very strong lead, zinc, and some copper geochemistry, a very big gravity anomaly, and we also have some IP support as well. So, so this is the first drill hole that we've got at Hornitos is targeting this deeper resistivity target, and it's got size to it. That's the other attraction to it. The Plomillos target, again, it's a blind geophysics target. It has a number of coincident features. It's all geophysics in this case. It's essentially a combination of IP resistivity low, coincident, and chargeability high. So that could indicate a conductive body of mineralization, and that also coincides exactly with a helicopter electromagnetic resistivity feature, as well as a magnetic high. So the 3 coincident geophysics features, and it looks to have good size potential as well. We're talking something a couple of kilometres by 500 metres, something like this. So exciting target. We're just looking at single holes to test those things, see what they tell us, take the information from those drill holes, put it back in depending on what we get. Hopefully we get some mineralization. Otherwise we'll put that back into the models and see where we go from there.
No, interesting. Like, I think we covered Laramana extensively. Let's go up north and talk Carmenas real quick. How's the drilling progressing? Are you hitting what you're trying to hit? Like, I know I'm fishing a little bit for nuggets here, pardon the pun, Tim. I'm trying to poke the bear, see what comes out. But what kind of information can you share with us how the drilling is going up at Carmenas?
So, as you know, we had a 6-hole program planned for the Providencia target up in the Carmenas project area. And that's just the first of many targets we have to test in that area. The first 3 holes were really targeting where the old historic copper, nickel, cobalt underground mine workings were located, sort of testing this high-grade sulfide-rich breccia system. So now we hit in those holes some very interesting gold. I think at 46 metres at 1.1 grams gold, etc. Some high-grade intervals within that. Outside and to this, in what we think is the halo to that copper, nickel, cobalt mineralisation. We did hit some high grades there as well. But what's exciting is that we earlier in the year we did some soil geochemistry, trenching, channel sampling and so on, which showed this area to the east and upslope away from the mine workings, which had some extraordinary high gold, 37 metres at 3 grams gold in a channel sample. We had 49 soil samples averaging over 1 gram. I think the average was about 5 grams, which is extraordinary for a soil geochemistry. So the next 3 drill holes are testing that area. We've completed one so far of those final 3 holes. The second one's in progress. I'm waiting for an update from the geologists later today, hopefully. But my understanding is we're about 150 metres down on that second of the 3 holes, which is going underneath the channel sample with 37 metres at 3 grams. So it hit, I think it's hit breccia from about 30 or 40 metres down, and is probably still in it to 150 metres, at least I hope so. So other than that, I can't tell you any more. I'm waiting for the geologist report. I guess the first of the 3 holes has hit a lot of breccia as well, but it looks like it's an outer part of the system. So we're building up a sort of model, a zonation model for this breccia system. But these next 2 drill holes are really exciting because they're targeting straight under these areas where we had high gold in the surface sampling.
Yeah, you look really excited there, Tim. What do you expect turnaround for drill assays are going to be here for Carmenas and for the Providencia target?
Yeah, so we should have hopefully we'll be finished the last of those 3 holes in the gold zone, maybe the end of next week, early the following week, and it'll take us another sort of 3 or 4 weeks, at least to get assay results from those holes. So sometime in August, September would be my hope. Yeah, of course, samples are going off to the laboratory as we cut the core. In any case,
how are you going to sequence the results with the results from Laramana? That doesn't really matter. You just put it out when they become available. And when can we expect more Laramana or Escacena results?
Yeah, we'll put them out as they come available. So I guess just looking forward, we do have some results to report from the first detailed underground sampling at Providencia. So there's a sort of an access mine level. You visited the area and we went underground there, so you might remember it. But we went in and we've sampled the walls all the way around the walls of that of the mine workings at that level. So I think there were 86 samples that we've got already. We're waiting for another batch as well, but we expect to be reporting the results of that sampling very soon. But it's certainly been quite revealing, just the geological mapping of that underground sampling in terms of showing the dimensions of the higher grade copper, nickel, cobalt, sulfide rich breccia system. And it's also, we can see this sort of outer, what we call a hematite breccia zone, which seems to be carrying the gold surrounding that sulfide zone. So we've got some underground sampling results to report, and we've got, the next batches of drill holes from Providencia in the gold zone to come, and yes, the drilling in the Escacena project, the multi-target program. So we'll just report the drill results as they come available.
Fantastic. Tim, I have to ask you while I have you, like, what does cash budget look like? Are you on budget? Like, how are costs looking like down in Spain right now?
No, look, in terms of our budget, we're still in a strong position. We're under budget for this time of year. We're on plan. All the drilling we've got planned is fully funded. So no, we're in good shape at this stage of the year.
Well, you just heard it from Tim Moody himself. Like, lots of news pending. Drilling is going well. We're looking for some more results, of course, to come out soon. They're going to announce who they're picking for their mineral resource estimate calculation, and we'll know more what that mineral resource estimate looks like by the end of the year. We're looking forward to the 8 holes from Laramana as well that they'll be putting in before the resource estimate, but they are going to be included. So it's going to be an important part of the drill campaign here as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back with lots more here on the Gold Newsletter channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Take care out there.